Hello friends, do you want to learn Excel formulas but don't know where to start? Don't worry. In this video, I'm going to explain top 20 Excel formulas in a very simple way. We will not just see the formula but also understand what each formula does, when to use it, and a simple real life example. So make sure you watch till the end. This video can build your strong foundation in Excel. Let's get started. So we will start with count formula. Count formula counts numbers in a range. So suppose this is my range and I want to count numbers in this range. I will use count formula. How we will use that? We will type equal sign and then type the name, that is count. Then I will start my bracket and then I will either give the number one by one or I can select the range directly. So after selecting the range, I will close my bracket and will press enter key. Now my result is coming 4 because there are 4 numbers in my range, that are 120, 45, 78 and 200. Next is count A. If I want to know how many cells are filled in my range, I will use count A formula. How do we use that? We will type equal sign, then we'll type the name, that is count A. I will open my bracket and will select the range. Now I am closing my bracket, pressing enter key. As you can see, 7 as a result is coming because there are 7 cells which are filled. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. So count will tell you the count of numbers only and count A will tell you how many cells are filled in a range. Now coming to the next formula, that is count blank. Count blank will count how many cells are vacant or empty. So how to use the formula? We will type count blank after equal sign. After that, we will open the bracket and will select the range. Now in my range, there are 3 cells which are empty. So my result is coming 3. Now let's move on to the next formula which is mostly used, that is sum. If I want to know the total of the numbers, I will use sum formula. How do we use that? We type equal sign and then type sum, bracket start, either give the number one by one or select the range. So I am selecting my range. After selecting the range, I am closing my bracket and pressing enter key. As you can see, result of 78, 85 and 82. Their sum is coming as 245. If I want to know the result of remaining students, I will do what? I will select my cell where I have applied the formula. I will come to the bottom right corner of the cell. Now you can see my pointer has changed. This symbol is called as fill handle. I will drag my fill handle and will get the result of the remaining students. So I am double clicking here and I can see the sum of 45, 50 and 40 is coming here. Similarly, 271, this is the sum of 92, 88 and 91, which is the total of student Neha. So this way we can get to know the result of remaining students. Now let's move on to the next formula, that is average. Average calculates average of the numbers or a range. How to use the formula? We type equal sign and then type name of the formula, which is average. I'm starting my bracket and then giving the range. So this is giving me average of student Asha. So I am pressing enter key and have got the result 81.6666. So this is average of the first student. If I want to know the average of other students, again I will drag my fill handle by coming at the bottom right corner, dragging my fill handle, and I have got the result of remaining students. So this was about average formula. Now coming to the next formula, that is round. If you want to round off your number, you can use round formula. How to use the formula? You type equal sign, then type name of the formula. After that, select the number you want to round off. So I am selecting the number. After that, I am pressing comma and then I will tell how many digits I want after decimal point. Suppose I want 2 digits after decimal point. I'll type here 2 and then will close my bracket, pressing enter key, and I have got my result after 2 decimal point. Now I am dragging the fill handle and have got the result of remaining values as well. Now coming to the next formula, that is if. This formula is very important formula. You use this formula if you want to check the condition and want the result. How do we use that? First of all, we will type equal, then we'll type name of the formula, that is if. Now we will do logical test. Suppose I want, if my student marks is above 40, then I will print here pass. If my student marks is below 40, I will print here fail. So how will I check that? I will select this value and will put the condition greater than equal to 40. So if this logical test is true, then what I want, I'll put comma here. In case of true, I want to print here pass. So I'll be writing here this in double quote. Now putting comma again, what should happen if the test gets false? So if the test gets false, that time I want to print here fail. So putting this in double quotes as well. So what will happen if my this test is true, that time pass will be printed. If my this test is false, that time fail will be printed. So you can see here result has come as pass. Now I am dragging the fill handle to know the result of remaining students. So as you can see here I have got the result as fail. Double clicking here, you can see here 31 greater than equal to 40. This condition became false, so that is why fail is printed here. So whenever you want to check the condition and want to print your result on the basis of condition, that time you use if function. Coming to the next formula, that is max. Max formula, find the largest value of the range. How to use the formula? We type equal sign, type name of the function. After that we start the bracket and then select the range. So it will do what? It will tell me the largest number of this range. Similarly, min function will do what? It will tell me the smallest value of the range. So we will do what? We will type equal sign, min function name, start the bracket and then select the range. So in this range, whichever value will be the smallest will be my result. So pressing enter key, as you can see 31 value is the smallest and this is the result here. Now coming to the next formula, that is COUNTIF. If I want to count number of values on the basis of condition, we use COUNTIF formula. How do we use the formula? We type equal sign, then we type COUNTIF, start the bracket and then give the range. I am giving this range. So in this range, I want to know how many type apple is written. So I will write that in criteria. How do we write criteria? We always write the criteria in double quote. So I am writing here apple in double quote. So pressing enter key again, I have got the result as 3 because 3 times apple is written over here. Let's take one more example. Here I want to know how many values are greater than 100. So we will again use COUNTIF formula. I will type here equal COUNTIF. After that I'll give my range. This is my range. And then I'll have to give the criteria. I'm putting comma here and in double quote I'll give my criteria. What is my criteria? Value should be greater than equal to 100. So I have given my criteria. Now double quote and closing bracket. Pressing enter key, I have got my result as 4 because 4 values here are greater than equal to 100. Now coming to the next formula, that is SUMIF. If I want to know the total of the values on the basis of condition, so that time I will use SUMIF formula. How do we use the formula? We type the name of the formula. After that we select the range and then give our criteria. So what is our criteria? Our value should be greater than equal to 100. So we have to write that in double quote and then I am closing my bracket. So in this range, whichever value is greater than 100, their total has come here. To cross check, let's type the values which were greater than 100. So those were 135, 120, then 150 and 110. We can see here if I apply the sum formula for this range, I can get the result as 515. So rather than writing this separately, you can better use SUMIF formula and get your result directly. Now we will use average if. Average if we use if you want to know the average of the values on the basis of condition. How do we use the formula? We type equal sign and then name of the formula, that is average if. Then we have to give the range. After putting comma, we have to give the criteria. So my criteria is greater than equal to 100. Closing the bracket, pressing enter key. So I have got the result as 128.75. Let's cross check it. So these were my value which were greater than equal to 100. Now let's check the average of these value. So I am using average formula and for this range I have got the result as 128.75. So you don't have to take out the numbers and then know the result. You better can use average if formula to know the values result on the basis of condition. Now let's move on to the formulas which are related to text and string. Here we will be using text and string rather than numeric values. So here are my first name and here are my last name. So suppose I want to join these two names. So we will use concat formula for that. How do we use that? We type concat formula name and then here it is written text 1. So we will give our first text and then put comma and suppose I am giving this as a second text. So what will happen? These texts will be joined and there is no space in them. because there was no space in the first name and the last name. So we will do what? We will type this formula and give the first text as this one, and after putting comma, second text which is space is not given here, that I will give from my own. So whenever you want to give text from your own, you have to write the text in double quote. So I'm writing double quote, then giving my text which is space, after that closing it, and then giving my third text which is last name. So what will happen? First name space last name. This will be my result. Pressing my enter key. Now Arav space Sharma is my result. So if you want to join the text, you can use concat formula, and if you want to put space in between them, you can use that double quote. So now dragging the fill handle to know the result of the remaining students. Now let's move on to the next formula, that is left. Left formula picks the leftmost character of any text. So how to use that? We use left formula and then we have to select the text. Now you have to tell how many leftmost character you want from it. So suppose I want 3 leftmost characters. So I'll write here 3 and will close my bracket, press enter key. Now capital A, small a, R. This is my result which is leftmost 3 characters. So dragging my fill handle to know the result of remaining student, and you can see 3 initials have been printed here. Now coming to the next formula, that is right. If you want to print rightmost character, you can use right formula. Here I am typing the name of the formula. After that I'll have to select the text. Now rightmost character. Now this time I am giving 2. So 2 rightmost character will be printed. Closing the bracket, pressing enter. Now as you can see, rightmost 2 character from this text is printed. Dragging the fill handle to know the result of remaining, and you can see 2 rightmost character of all students are printed here. Next is mid formula. Mid formula picks the middle character. How do we use that? We type the name, that is mid. After that we select the text and starting number, from where you want to start writing. So I am starting from second number and I want after that 3 character to be printed. So I am writing here 3. Closing the bracket, and you can see starting from second position 3 characters are printed. Now I am dragging the fill handle and you can see from second till 3 number of characters are printed for all. Now coming to the next formula, that is len. It will do what? It will count how many numbers of characters are there in a text. So we use equal sign, then name of the formula, that is len. After that I will select the text and will close my bracket. So in this text, how many characters are there? It will show me in the result. So there are 12 characters in this text. Dragging the fill handle to know the result of remaining students' name. So these are the result which are the length of the names. Now next is trim. If there are so many extra spaces which are unwanted spaces and you want to remove that, you can use trim function. How to use that? You have to write the name of the function and after that select the text in which unwanted spaces are there. After that close the bracket and press enter key. So in this, whichever spaces were extra, those are removed. Dragging the fill handle and this formula is applied to remaining students' name as well. Now coming to the last 2 formulas, that are today and now. If I want to know the current date, I will use today formula. We type equal sign and then type name today and start the bracket, and without giving anything just close the bracket and press enter key. So I have got today's date. Now if I want to type today's date and time both, so that time I'll use now formula. We will type the name now and will start and close the bracket. Now press enter key. We can get date and time both. So these were top 20 Excel formulas explained step by step. If you understand these formulas, you can handle most basic Excel tasks easily. If you found this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.